So Godzilla vs. Kong had a great opening box office weekend. And I know a lot of people look at this number, 48.5 million, and they say, well, that's not a lot of money. And you're right. Compared to what it used to be, I mean, this movie would probably be sitting at 200 million for its opening weekend. It would have been a high number. It would have been pretty impressive. And unfortunately, that's just not the way things are right now. So 48.5 million for domestic box office during everything that's going on right now is pretty impressive. It's also pretty impressive if you take into account that you don't even have to go to a movie theater to watch this. You could literally just watch it on HBO Max for $10. You know, you don't have to go to the theater, though I would highly recommend going to the theater because, well, a movie like this is something to be enjoyed with a great sound system and a big screen. But it just didn't do good domestically. The total worldwide for Godzilla vs. Kong is 285 million. This is a success. Now, to put this in perspective, I want to point something out. Check this out. Now, this is hilarious to me. Godzilla vs. Kong, total box office, has beaten Terminator Dark Fate, which is hilarious. 261 million total worldwide for Terminator Dark Fate. 62 million domestic. Now, here's what's funny. I get a kick out of this. Not only will Godzilla vs. Kong probably beat the domestic for Dark Fate, it's already beaten the worldwide total. So we just need it to defeat the domestic now. The movie opened at 29 million, so I have no doubt that it'll do that. It was in the theater for 63 days, 9 weeks. And Terminator Dark Fate was a full release. Like, the theaters were at 100% capacity. There was nothing going on. You could fit every single person into a seat if you wanted to. At 33%, Godzilla vs. Kong is destroying Terminator Dark Fate, a.k.a. Woke Fate, which I think is hilarious. This is a movie that critics loved, praised it for its bravery of making fools out of the people from Terminator 2 and putting a whammon in charge. We brought Grandma Connor out. This had everything that they wanted, and it was a complete and utter spectacular failure. And then you have Godzilla vs. Kong, a fun, dumb movie. Okay, I call it the Room of Kaiju movies. It's ridiculous, but you know what else it is? It's fun. And I don't think I'm the only one that sees that. This movie is proving the point that people don't want Terminator Dark Woke Fate. They want fun. Okay? And that's what you got with Godzilla vs. Kong. You didn't get any wokeness. There's no wokeness in this movie. It's just fun. Dumb fun. And, you know, I'm sure that irritates some critics and journals out there because we're not allowed to have fun anymore. You need to be lectured during everything. Babylon Bee, a parody website. I want to point out this isn't a real headline, but it's true. It's funny. Hollywood screenwriter unsure how to inject woke politics into movie about a giant monkey punching a giant lizard. This is a hilarious article. Said, I couldn't figure out how to talk about structural racism in here at all. I mean, they're picking up buildings and hitting each other with them. I don't know what I can do with this. I thought that was hilarious because I wonder if there was ever a conversation to inject anything into this movie. This movie has literally nothing. It reminds me a lot of the Snyder Cut, which also had no woke nonsense. It's so nice and refreshing to get a movie that doesn't have any of that nonsense in it because every movie, every television show has some kind of political correctness in it. Every single one nowadays. And this is why the entertainment industry is dying. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about this movie is because it's showing people, like, listen, we just want to be entertained. We just want entertainment. And unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to get a sequel to this movie. I've been looking into this a little bit. So Godzilla vs. Kong writer reveals film almost had a post-credit scene. And there's a reason it didn't have a post-credit scene to set up another movie. That's because the Japanese rights holder for Godzilla, which is Toho Pictures Incorporated, they want to make their own Godzilla universe now. And apparently because of that, the rights for Hollywood to use Godzilla is kind of up in the air right now. So unless they can work something out, this might be the last one. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But fans are mobilizing. Fans want more. And yesterday, Continue the Monsterverse was trending on Easter. Was trending up in the top 10. And this, of course, has got some journos a little upset. They don't like it when fans voice the things that they want because they are supposed to be your voice. They're the ones that are supposed to represent you, and it hasn't been like that for a long time, which leads them to want to denounce you and paint you as toxic anytime your voice pops up. As you can see from this headline, Godzilla vs. Kong fans adopt Snyder Cut tactics to try and get a sequel, and it might be working. Oh, no. So there's a couple of funny things in here. They're trying to pair up fans of the Monsterverse now with Snyder Cut fans. And the reason they're doing that is because the media has spent the past couple of years trying to label Snyder Cut fans as toxic, nasty trolls and how dangerous it is for studios to listen to fans. And they've done this multiple times with multiple different movies. They did it with the Sonic movie, too, if you remember, when fans successfully got Paramount to say, whoa, okay, we see it, this ugly design of Sonic, we're going to change it, give you something you want. And then they changed it to the design that we saw in Sonic 2020, which was much better. But, of course, legacy media didn't like that they listened to us, and they were calling it like racist and all kinds of nonsense. It was really funny. So now, now that fans are using social media to mobilize and have their voices heard about wanting another movie in the Godzilla universe, you now have them jumping up to saying, whoa, hold on a second. Don't listen to these toxic fans. You need to listen to us. And we tried to play ball and say that we liked the movie, but now, now that fans are jumping up and wanting more, we need to do something about that. So it'll be interesting to see how they label fans of the Monsterverse now. But anyway, excellent weekend for Godzilla vs. Kong. $285 million, I think, is pretty awesome, especially, like I said, considering that this movie is on HBO Max. I think that this is pretty cool. It gives a little bit of hope for the future of movie theaters. Hopefully, they can stick around and, survive the coup. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you're still subscribed, by the way. They were pulling some shenanigans over the weekend, so double check that. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. Share the video. Throw a like up. Comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.